From 1970 to 1995, producer P.J. O'Connell chronicled the diverse lives and stories of rural Pennsylvania. Immersing himself in the world of his subjects, P.J. tirelessly documented the extraordinary complexity of ordinary lives. Now, from the archives of Penn State Public Broadcasting, we present the video-on-demand exclusive series, P.J. O'Connell's Pennsylvania Parade.
I'm P.J. O'Connell, a documentary producer for Penn State Public Broadcasting. It's always been interesting to see how frightened we are of death. Death is not considered a pleasant subject. But death is present in this edition of the Pennsylvania Parade, along with dying, which is something a little bit different, and also living, which is always the best we can offer. The subject is a nursing home, and it was originally produced in 1975 at a time when there were investigations of nursing homes because of fatal fires, fraudulent billing practices, and abuse of patients. But this documentary looks beyond those ills to more fundamental issues, issues of dying and death, and how our society can best manage these most final of human events. And as we examine these efforts, you'll come face to face with some remarkable people who are quite busy with the important tasks of living and dying.
This is a nursing home in north central Pennsylvania. It's a nonprofit institution operated by a major religious denomination. About 200 people are residents here. 25% are living in a residential care area and require only minimal attention from the staff. 20% need an intermediate level of care, and 55% require skilled nursing care for rehabilitation, for assistance in the routines of daily living, or as supportive care at the time of death. Skilled nursing care is provided on A Wing of this home, and these are some of the faces of A Wing.
Good morning, Thomas. Still dreaming. May I disturb you this morning? I need a blood sample. You awake? You look like you're having a nice snooze. I'm going to turn the light on. Watch your eyes. Attaboy. Did you sleep good last night?
Me?
You.
No.
I did. I'm sorry you didn't. Are you feeling any stronger this morning, or is it too early to tell? I'll check with you later, Thomas.
Okay, honey.
Okay.
The message this morning is from Genesis.
What's that?
I, my brother's keeper. The story reads, head bent, shoulders sagging, a middle-aged man in an ill-fitting suit sat on the steps of a downtown building. Overhead, a weathered sign told passers-by that it was a home for alcoholics. Motorists in the congested street had little time or thought for the building or the man. How symbolic of our hurried, harried times.
Walking that day, I too passed by, noticing the man, but moving on by without so much as greeting him. Suddenly the thought grabbed me. Am I really my brother's keeper? May we pray together?
She's incontinent of urine and feces, confused at times and on bound bladder training. She's 92.
Her heart's irregular with tachycardia. She has diaphoresis, weakness. She needs total care except for feeding.
Severe chronic brain syndrome and diabetic. She weighs 66 pounds. She's total care. She's totally incontinent. And I don't think there's any question about her being covered at all.
She ambulates independently, sometimes wanders out of the building. Agitation is controlled by psychotropic drugs. She needs assistance with all activities of daily living. Seems to me that she should be covered skilled.
She weighed 45 pounds.
Right. She hallucinates, sees little rabbits out in the yard when there aren't any little rabbits.
How much medication is she on?
A lot.
Maybe that's the reason.
Might try cutting it down.
Good. 40 minutes.
Less than that. We didn't start on time.
That's right.
Very good. I'll give you a pen.
Next month, Mary Ellen will be back. She'll have some goodies for them to discuss.
Okay.
Yes, what do we have it
Matilda, age 93, skilled nursing patient.
There's your soup, bean soup. Put Daddy up there a little. Oh, good Lord. Mary, what you got to eat? Pardon me?
Don't take any more out.
Cheers. I know I can't move this way.
Okay. There you go, honey.
All right.
You want to be pushed into the table?
Okay, baby.
I'm getting there. Okay, honey. There you go.
Okay, honey.
Did you have a big garden at your place back in Sheffield?
I did have. I don't have any home anymore. There's only this room. This problem of getting somebody to come and stay with an older person doesn't work. They'll stay a week or two, out they go. Oh, we're tired. So when they said, well, you can't live here alone, so here I am.
All right, clear your cards. Here we go. N, 33. G, 58. G, 48.
She has bingo. Eva has bingo. 137.
Move! It's ours. Yes, this is United Methodist Home, and we're having a fire drill in A wing. Come with me, please. It's just a drill.
They're leaving her there.
Yeah, but the door's supposed to be closed if there's no one in there.
Well, then they
You
let
leave
it
it
all the way
partially
open.
if there is
And there
someone
shouldn't be
in
a
there.
towel down.
I think Mrs. Nicey better clear it up. She
Okay,
should
all right.
We do leave the door wide open. And you put a towel in front of that room, which means you have checked it. You are aware that that patient is in that bed. If it were the real thing, then you would be responsible to see that that patient was evacuated.
I admit I wouldn't be bad looking from the back, you know.
Prentice, age 93, skilled nursing patient.
You get my picture? You can sell that, I'll tell you, in Lewisburg. Oh, who put that there?
That's to let the people know that you're not in there.
$50 check?
No, it's just a paper towel.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife often said she was about as homely a man as she ever saw. Boy, I didn't think I was quite that bad. But she married me anyhow. I made up for it in some ways. She's dead for 15 years now. But I listened to her. I stayed away from the darn women. They don't do you any good. I told a fella that here. I was telling him right along, he eats it here. He's always up with these women. I said, you keep away from there. They'll put you on the bum. By God, they did. He's in bad shape now. He listened to me, he'd have been in good shape. He's only 83, I think. Just a kid. Alongside of me, I mean. He's an old man to you fellas, but my son took me down with him. He thought it'd be better if somebody look after me. But I think that was a mistake, so I got up here because if I get helpless, they have to take care of me. I'm not helpless now. I'm the liveliest creature they got here. Most of them, Jesus, they see them sleeping all the time, you know. You'd be surprised. I was when I saw how bad shape people could get in before they die. Now, I've been here about 6 months. Nobody's died. But by God, they're in bad shape. Terrible. They have to feed them, you know, and all that. They don't pay any attention to me. I pay $24 a day here for this room. I have to pay $25 a day beginning on January the 1st. They're making money. Boy, I have 2 grandchildren have a birthday today. And another daughter that's 65. You know, this getting old is no fun. I'm getting stiffer too, like I can't walk like I used to. You know, I'm a 10-second man, 100 yards. I can't do that. No.
Like living here?
Well, yes, if you have a good nurse. But you get a different one every day. And some of them are mean. Now you see, I press that, they're supposed to come. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't bother. And I press it again, don't do any good. I could stay with my son. I lived with him for 2 years. I pay $25 a day for sitting here. That isn't bad, is it? Pretty expensive city. Yeah. But I don't know if I could, if it don't go better, I'll go back to my son, I think.
Clara, age 90, skilled nursing patient, and Edith, 64, her niece.
Where would you like to go?
Well, don't know where. You'll have to name it.
Hmm?
You'd have to pick it.
Well, I haven't been any place around here.
For a long time.
Well, you think about it.
All right. Some days I'm not able to get here, but usually I'm here every day, every afternoon for at least an hour or two. But, well, I feel as if, after all, she can't read, she can't do anything that, you know, I feel as if it's no more than right that I should come and see her. At least make the day a little less long.
What time would you
I
to eat?
think they eat here about noon.
At noon. Well, you choose the place. I'm paying, so you don't have to be stingy.
You think I'm stingy? She had her own funds and takes care of that. However, when that runs out, naturally, I'll be responsible. Right now, there's no crunch. And she's going on to her second year here. Be 2 years next October. But I can see where some people, they don't have the funds. It's really terrific. You know, when you take maybe between $600 and $700 a month out of some people's pay or their savings, that's, you know, that goes fast.
From the second floor to the first, we moved, you see. And got all our stuff downstairs now.
You like this place better?
Oh yeah, we got more room. More room than on the second floor, you see. Yeah, we like it. Well, Merry Christmas. Good to see you.
Well,
Good to see you again.
If you hadn't, I wouldn't have died. Memory is getting awful.
So are we all.
Oh, I'm failing. I know it.
Well,
I know I'm failing.
We all are. We all are. Yeah, we all are.
I think she's getting very good care here, and I think they're wonderful places, for, you know, in certain situations. It's kind of too bad if people throw them in here just to get rid of them, but, you know, they certainly have their place.
Mr. I'll stay here. I'm not hungry.
No. They're going to bring your dinner in here.
You'll eat here?
No, I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh. You'll go up to the apartment with...
I'll be here tomorrow.
I'll stay here till you come back.
All right, tomorrow.
Now remember, I'll stay here till you come
Okay.
back. So come back.
I will.
Now, he's not as responsive as he usually is. Now, I've taken his hearing aid out.
His blood pressure?
100/50. Pulse 100 and very weak.
Homer?
He can't hear you because we took his hearing aid out, for one thing.
Well, he's just been put on Valium yesterday, and that could
Do you
make
think
him...
this is a Valium reaction?
I think probably it could be. Because the pulse is all right.
You don't want him
strong.
back in bed, just...
Well, yes, I think it would be a good idea. Let him sleep it off.
Hello? Would you like some water or something to drink? What's the matter?
Homer.
You're scared. You're scared? He's really squeezing my hand. Just relax.
Nancy, dear.
Would you like something?
Okay. Trays to be fed.
There's your bell, Homer. Okay? If you need something, you yell. I'll be back.
You should, but not me.
Everybody out to help serve lunch, please. We could use everybody out for dinner.
Phyllis, age 40, head nurse on A Wing.
He didn't even get it in his mouth, and he coughed, and it went splattering all over, and I thought, oh, thank you so much.
Well, it's voluntary. No elevation today?
No. The hip was dressed, but there's been a change in nerves.
Reality does frighten people, I suppose. We're all going to be growing older. Some of us won't grow to be 90, and some of us will go beyond that. But it does not have to be the sad experience that people have it programmed to be. Her granddaughter wanted her to come live with them, and she made the decision to stay here.
Well, I asked her about it.
That's a big emotional decision for her.
I talked to her about it, and she said, well, the doctor really didn't want me to go.
Yeah, but
So
she
sweet.
had a choice. Okay. So many people feel that all nursing homes are bad, that it is the worst thing that can happen to a person. It isn't. I would think being home alone 24 hours day after day and just having somebody meet a few of your needs would be much worse than being with people that truly care about what happens to you for 24 hours.
I had no breakfast.
You didn't have breakfast. Did you not? What's this? That's your coffee left from breakfast. Are you hungry, Ruth? I believe you did eat breakfast. You had hot cereal this morning. How do you feel, Jessie? What's the matter?
I just had an enema.
Oh, that does you in, doesn't it? We're only dealing with the chronically ill. The ones whose needs cannot be met in the community are being met here. Most senior citizens are out in the community. Someone coming in from the outside, their first reaction is being appalled. And, of course, they've read so many articles and heard so many things about the unpleasant side of geriatric care and nursing home care that it takes them a long time to truly believe there are places where things aren't quite so bad. You eat some dinner, and I'll have Becky get you your cookies. But cookies aren't a good substitute for dinner.
I had dinner up at my room.
What did you eat? That was breakfast, Tom.
Well, you're right.
But cookies aren't a substitute for dinner.
They are.
Have some noodles. These are people who have lived a rich, full life, and they're happy to share their knowledge with you and their love and their need for love. You're getting skinny. You're not as handsome when you're skinny. Everybody, I think, has an aunt like Aunt Maud. Are you hungry, Aunt Maud? We'll have her up for dinner, then we'll put her back to bed. Something we learn to face here is sometimes there is not a recovery program in store for the patient, but we hope to allow them to live out the remainder of their days in dignity and die with in a dignified manner, which is something the general public finds hard to accept, but we've learned to accept. You destroy healthy tissue if you do. You just touch that moist spot that's right there at the edge of the healthy tissue. And then we want fast-tracing and the rest in the dry sterile dressing. This is one of our goals, as a peaceful and dignified death for those that are faced with it, as well as we enjoy seeing complete recovery, and having someone walk out of here is one of our greatest joys, too. We have success stories in both directions. I don't know that tune. What is it? Okay, you keep up the singing. How do you feel? Feel pretty good today. There's the hard facts of what we do every day, but I hope you've noticed in being here that there's a lot of love and concern for humanity, and that's what our real business is all about. It's nice to see you smiling again.
Yes, yes.
Tina, 45, nurse aide, and Deb, 19, nurse aide.
You do it to be noticed. You're proud of it.
We're not proud of it.
Well, you seem to be.
Here comes her buddy. This is the one she smacks. It's Ruth.
Grace, look
We're
who's
gonna put
coming.
Ruth over there because Grace will smack her if she's too close to her.
Oh.
Come here, Ruth.
I just like this kind of work. Now, a lot of people can't take it. You know, upchucking and things like that. They can't take it. Well, I just like this. I work at the line store in the mornings, then I work up here in the afternoons. It's entirely different.
She cheats.
Grace does.
Now, there's one of the lies I said in the letter when I wrote to you about your lying. I said you told more lies than you told stories in the truth.
Grace. I don't lie.
I'm one that blows off if they don't.
That's for sure.
I have a nasty temper. I know that.
You do?
Yes. I wouldn't be that dumb that I wouldn't know that. And I hate it. And a lot of times after it's over, I hate it.
That's too bad, Jeanette.
You have to really understand it in order to take care of people like this. Because, well, I realize myself and so the other girls that we're going to get old and we don't know how we're going to be when we get old. So I don't know.
I don't know why they want to pick on me. But
We're not picking on you, Grace.
it's something that I have to squirm around to squirm out of it.
We're trying to make you feel better.
Well, I wish it would. But I certainly don't feel better.
Why?
Or because I don't, and why I don't know. That's what I'm taking medicine for.
Do you have pain?
Well, a good part of the time.
In your leg?
Oh, my legs have been terrible today.
$2.15 an hour. That's what we get. We're supposed to get a raise every, 3 months? We don't get it. We get a 10-cent raise a year. That's the truth. That's what we get. What do you want to eat tonight, honey?
Do you like tomato soup?
Yes.
You do?
Well, should I say no when I mean?
How about some cheese
yes.
sandwiches?
No, I'm
That's
not.
what she wants. What else?
No.
Some
no.
dessert?
Well, I like Pappy got bananas. Can't we have bananas and peaches cut fine?
Yeah, honey, you can have those. We have to get 2 more yet.
Well, then save it for me, honey. Okay?
Where would I go out and get a job?
Can you get that?
At 45. Where would I go? I work at the store and I work up here. And you know, work's hard to find nowadays.
Here, Kitty. No, it's not mean, honey. You won't eat.
Get a pair of earrings.
Do you have any earrings? Why don't you ever wear them?
You don't like me, do you?
No.
You like me, Kitty? Do you like me, Kitty? You do?
Am I mean? Am I mean?
At first, it was really hard on me because I really pitied some of these people. And if you get attached to them and somebody passes away or something, and it's really hard. But you just have to stick to it and you'll get by.
Oh, who can...
Okay, honey.
Mr. Turnbull,
Come on. Open up.
That's a girl.
How's
No soup yet, if I can get her down.
Hey, quit the noise. Quit the noise.
Something about a fight upstairs. Tom!
You're annoying everybody. Everybody gets mad at you.
Arthur! Okay, it's enough.
We start another fight.
Enough.
Mm-hmm.
Who said?
I said.
Who said? Hurry up, you
Okay, Arnie. Get you your straws. I know for sure I wouldn't have my mother and dad in here. Mm-mm. I'd take care of them first before I'd send them in here. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't put them in here. Mm-mm. Because I know how some of the girls perform, how they do their work. At one time or the other, I work with all the girls, and I know how they work. And I wouldn't want my mother or my dad being taken care of like that.
Okay. Good girl. Okay?
Come on. Listen.
Come on, let's drink all this.
Come on, try some more.
There is so much for which we are thankful. And our Father, tonight, on the eve of Thanksgiving, may we rejoice not only in the blessings that we have received of a temporal nature, but that which has come to us in a spiritual nature, the gift of thy Son, Jesus.
Lucy, age 79, skilled nursing patient.
As I was telling you, she's done quite well. She walks unassisted, as the walker kind of for little security.
Sit up and carry
and
it.
can go up and down the steps. Dr. Savage,
Yes,
she
I
can
do
go up and down the
sometimes.
steps, 1 foot on each step, rather than the usual way.
she told
She
me
can't
she
hurt
could.
anything that way, Mr. Weber said. Is that
No,
okay
that's
with
all right.
you? And you told me that you could have a bed brought downstairs if you needed it.
Yes, no, I would have more steps to travel if I was going up my steps at home.
And you have a
than I have
bathroom on
here.
the first floor,
Yes.
don't you? Are
So
you
if
going to
it's
talk these things through with your daughter before you go home about the possibility of getting a bed down, or how you're going to work
No,
that?
we'll see.
That won't be a problem the first night?
No.
All right.
My doctor advised me to come to a nursing home for a month therapy after my operation. And of course this is where I landed. I don't know. My family kind of, and helped by a therapist at the Geisinger, found this room for me here. And I'm very happy I came here because I think it's a very wonderful place. You get very good treatment here. The girls are so kind. They really are. I have never seen one or heard one say or do an unkind thing to a patient since I'm here.
Whoops.
They tell me I'm doing wonderful for the length of time it's been, but I have a little way to go yet. I'm sure of that. But I'm going to try.
I sure look better now.
Yeah.
I think
Thank you. I like it very much.
Yeah,
that
She's going home on Thursday. Do anything till I get it.
Yes, she looks lovely. I feel bad. I feel bad for these other people that can't go home. I'm very happy that I'm going home, but I do feel sorry for many of them. But it's still a wonderful place for these people to be that need help.
You think you're ready to go home, right? You think you're ready to go home?
I think I am. I'm a little scared when I think about
Your
it
daughter will be
sometimes.
with you for 3 weeks,
Yes.
and that'll make the change for you. Very good.
By that time, I should be in pretty
I'm
good
sure you'll make a
shape.
good adjustment.
Will you drop us a line and tell us how
Absolutely.
you're getting along? We get to
Who
know our
shall
people
I-
so well. We like to know follow-up stories.
Who shall I write to?
Write to A-Wing.
Pardon?
A-Wing.
A-Wing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, tell us
I
how it's
certainly
going.
will.
All right?
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry
Thank you.
Christmas.
Same to you people.
That's all right, kid.
Where are you going to sit?
I'll wiggle in here somewhere in a minute.
I think none of us want to come to a nursing home, probably. You know, you probably wouldn't want to either. But it's a wonderful place when you can't help yourself.
We have a visitor. Stay here. You like it over here? Yeah. We like to see you, but you get so tired. That chair's just a little high for you to sit on, isn't it? Mrs. Kane, Katie came to visit. Shall I send her back your way?
He does here. Don't ever stand in front of him and talk about him. His wife told me of an unfortunate incident that happened where he was. One nurse just stood right in front of him and said to her, "Why don't you let us pull the tube out and just let him die?"
Oh.
She, of course, was heartbroken because he heard this. Okay, tell everybody. Talk to him, not about him. We will talk about him in a group like this where he can't hear.
Dave, age 44, nursing home administrator.
Because of the size of the organization, I'm not able to get to know you as well as I'd like to. I think back of the first, when we opened, you know, we had about 15 people, and it was one big happy family, and we got to know each other real well. More and more of my time is taken up in administration. I'm not too happy about that. I'd really like to get to know all of you better, even the patients and residents. I try to get around occasionally, but mostly it's if there's a problem that I have to go, that's when people see me, and I'm not very proud of that.
Good morning, Mr. Reed.
Listen to that, Mr. Reed business.
Yeah, I know how you
I
like
try
that.
to be on your good
Saturday.
behavior.
Yeah, I have to be.
What's Saturday then? It was the 6th. Would you answer that phone?
Mm-hmm. A-Wing, Mrs. Latour.
Where's the doggone transfer?
She had her hair
form?
done yesterday, and that was
Oh.
the first time in 3 months
Oh,
because
yeah,
of all
she
the
was-
surgery and everything.
Where would I find a transfer form from Williamsport Hospital?
Well, it's all
Oh, there you go.
there.
No, that's less. That's the
It's in
trouble
this
with,
section.
with two
Should be on the
trips in.
top. Did you get it?
Right now, whether we get paid or not through medical assistance depends on what somebody can read in a chart, not what they're actually doing at bedside. So, and this is true with my job, with more and more paperwork to keep the home in operation, you have less and less time to spend in direct contact with patients. They don't like to say it's an inspection anymore. It's a survey, you know. And the attitude of the people that are doing it has changed drastically over the years. It used to be some of them come into your home and they were like a god, you know, wow, you know, looking down on you. But now it's more, you can discuss your problems with them and they will listen to you. That if you can't, for some reason, comply 100%, that they'll give you some time to do it. That it's not just, listen, if you don't do this now, we're going to close you up.
Well, we think you have a very fine facility, and the everything seems to be clean. The patients are well taken care of. Next to home, they like it. There are just a few things that could be improved on the documentation.
Our Father, we would ask that thou will be with us in our deliberations, so that whatever we do, whatever we decide, will be for the benefit of those of your people that are entrusted to our care. be with us now. Our organization, we've met with state officials to discuss the problems that we have and to try to understand the problems they have and mutually try to develop something that is acceptable to everybody.
More and more that the consumer is going to pay very dearly for many of these rules and regulations that supposedly well-meaning crusaders brought through the bureaucratic system. And this is what is happening in the healthcare system. The consumer, the very person that most of this stuff is supposed to help, is the person that's suffering the most.
One of the problems that we have is the federal government just assumes that because they found fraud in nursing homes that everybody's crooked, and consequently they're grinding out regulations to correct the fraud, and we kind of get caught up in it.
When you begin to look at all of the requirements that have come out, and you know, they may be an ultimate ideal as far as good care. They may be the ultimate, but can we afford the ultimate?
I think the frustration that you do hear is the fact that they come at you so thick and fast sometimes that you're not sure where you stand exactly. The facility maintains written discharge planning procedures which describe how the discharge coordinator will function. Gee, there's a new position for somebody. And his authority and relationship with the facility staff. 7 days after admission, you have to write a discharge plan.
A discharge plan, that's exactly what they're doing in the hospital now.
But the problem is, with dealing with geriatric patients, how in the
It's
devil
impossible, and it's impossible to do in the hospital, too, to have anything meaningful.
Yeah. What would happen if you wrote a that there's just positively, in your opinion, there's no possible chance of discharge?
Well, you do that now.
Discharge by death is the only answer in a lot of these cases, so I don't know why that isn't a
maybe
plan.
we ought to use that phrase, huh?
Well,
It's a very honest reply. I mean, there's no sense lying about it in the chart. Saying, well, maybe they can get physical therapy and go back home if they get assistance. This is unrealistic thinking, really, because the vast majority of them, if you check they're not going home, they're not going home. You can be sure of that.
Some of these things are considered mandatory, and if they consider you in violation of 2 or 3, you can, you lose your medical assistance participation. Plus the fact that it all becomes public record now, and who wants to be spread all over the papers is really not because of the care you're given, but because what you haven't or have written on paper.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Kessler,
What'd
here,
you
I
do
have
with
a name tag for you.
What did you do?
Here's your $5. That's for you to spend,
your
however
button.
you want to.
There you
Okay?
go.
All right, Jill.
She can get out. She said she hasn't been out for a long
First
time.
in the year.
Yeah.
Well, that I don't blame you. Your days are over for that kind of carrying on.
You got just the little ones when they come in to see me. I give them a little stocking or something,
It's for you to spend.
Do some shopping
Right?
now,
Now.
and it's a $5 bill. Is
That's
it
right.
That the home gave me.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's all yours.
Emma, age 91, skilled nursing patient.
Well, let's just see. Maybe we had a wrong number before. We'll try a little later. And when you're ready,
All right.
let us know.
All right. Thank you.
We'll help you.
Thank you very much.
Would you like an express trip back to your room?
Yes, please.
All right, here we go.
If you have time.
I do.
All right.
Here we go.
But I told my son, I said, now I want to go into a nursing home. And I said, it's really what I want and what I should have. And I said, I'm perfectly happy to go, which I am. And I'm glad I did go and come. Because it's just been wonderful. They've been wonderful to me. I couldn't ask for anything better. I really couldn't. They're just so nice to me, and they're so kind and considerate. And if you need a doctor, you have one. If the dentist comes, and if you have to have dentistry work done, why, he's here to do it. And I honestly don't know what more you could ask, do you? For older people?
Good? I won't, honey. Just like that. Yeah. Is it good? Now.
I'm fortunate that I have my faculties. I'm glad I could be senile and everything else, you know, everything disagreeable. But I'm very, very well. My general health is good. I forget sometimes, but that's a minor thing compared to what it could be, compared to a great many other people who are handicapped. There are people here who have, oh my goodness gracious. I feel so sorry for them.
Okay, honey, I think you've got them all here. Don't we? What? Yeah.
I'm very happy. I am. Because I've had a very full life, and I'm really very happy to be as old as I am. I wouldn't want to go back for the world. I really wouldn't.
No pie.
Oh, darn it.
What? No pie? No pie.
But I'm just as well satisfied that I'm 91 as if I were, well, 16. I really am. I mean it.
Socks, underwear, and shoes was all Mr. Brown could think of they needed, and so the mortician's going to come here in just a few minutes to pick those up. So if you
And
want
the family will be by later?
Yeah, then the rest of the things, if you'll have them put away in a box. And it would help if they would just sort of itemize everything as they put it in the box.
So many new things.
I know, and then we'll lock it in the storage
room.
room.
His new razor's still out.
His razor's on my desk, and we'll bring it right down.
Mrs. Hines.
It was out to be repaired.
Yes, you may. Mrs.
Very
Hines and Mrs. Griffin.
Right. I told the mortician that the dentures and eyeglasses would go with him because it's very important they have those. All right, and he's going to stop by here for some clothing, other clothing items. Thank you, Mrs. Lehman. Goodbye. Bert's dear one's died over there, Mr. Had you met Mr.? He had to go over for emergency surgery yesterday morning at 9 o'clock. He had an incarcerated hernia, right inguinal hernia. I swear it was as big as a football. It was that big and inflamed and So the surgeon thought he was surgical risk, which he was. He came through the surgery fine.
Oh, here, this will be fine.
Alert and everything. Just suddenly died about
Mrs.
7:50.
Goss is leaving this morning.
So that
She
gives
needs
us
some
an empty
additional
bed.
luggage. Going home?
Jane, age 88, skilled nursing patient.
I'm not going to sew.
You're not? She's going to teach
No,
us.
no,
Right your
no,
hand, honey.
no, no. Help, help, help.
How do you put the cinch on it? Like that. Yeah, but it don't stay. You don't have enough hair to... You know. Where's your shoes? What's the matter?
I don't like it. Help, help, help. Help, help, help. Help, help, help.
Now you're all fixed up. Who?
As the world turns, in just a moment. I had this friend, Old Weird Harold, you know. And Old Weird Harold always told me, I want to be a bowl of Jello pudding. And I said, why? He said, because then all the kids will love me.
Help, help, help. Falling, help, help. I'm falling, help, help. Help, help.
Okay, pull it out, Charlotte. What you doing here?
I don't know what we're doing.
Her skin slid out. Let's lift her. You hollered help, help, help in time, that Did you skin your elbow? No. Well, that's all the fun you get it back.
I need a book on biology.
Okay, Janie?
No.
I want to learn about laxatives.
That's all the fun you get the thing back.
Well, sometimes. Do you know about X-Lax pills?
What did you do before you came here?
I taught school.
Where did you teach?
Lycoming County.
For how long?
Oh, I taught school for 26 years. But they didn't pay anything at that time.
Do you hear from your students?
Oh, yes, once in a while I hear you get somebody. Help, help, help. Please help, help, help. Please help. Please help, please help. Please help, please help, please help, please, please, please. Please help, please help, please help, please, please, please.
Did you do things other than teach school?
Let me see, but it's a long ballot. I can't think. I can't think what else I did do. Help me, help me, help me.
What did you do when you were a little girl?
Oh, I played in school.
You've always been interested in school.
I seem to have been. My, what beautiful teeth you have.
Thank you very much. Do you like it here at the home?
I don't like it as well as teaching school.
I'm sure not.
No, no. Don't turn that on me. Now, don't turn that on me.
Oh no, it won't bother. It's just something we carry around with us.
I'll see you again, I hope.
Well, I hope so. We see you out at supper occasionally.
If I don't recognize you, you tell me.
I will. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Oh, I'm glad to talk to you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Are you going now?
Yeah, we have to go up the hall and talk to someone else.
Oh.
Okay, I hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, same to both of you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
The professionals call it a peaceful and dignified death. Given the realities of human life, that may be the best any of us can hope for. But the nursing home industry has changed significantly in the past 20 years. More people are being discharged to private homes than die in nursing homes. Rehabilitation and subacute care have become important parts of a nursing home's activities, and a continuum of care facilities, personal care homes, continuing care retirement communities, and housing units now supplement the 24-hour intensive care units like A-Wing that formed the public's image of nursing homes in the mid-1970s. On A-Wing, almost all the faces have changed. Dave Reed, the administrator, has retired. Phyllis Heim, the head nurse, is working elsewhere. And none of the patients we were privileged to focus on are still among us. But in an environment where dying and death are among the everyday realities, good humor, consideration for others, and the desire to help are indispensable. The faces of A-Wing generously reflect those qualities. For Penn State Public Broadcasting, I'm P.J. O'Connell.
A copy of the program you've just seen can be purchased through Penn State Media Sales at mediasales.psu.edu or by calling 800-770-2111.